Welcome to the channel. Let's just talk trucks for a minute, guys. I got the whole fleet here. Here's my 2018 F-150. Donna's truck. She's got her F-150 over here. She's home for work for a minute. She's headed out. And back here, we got behind the gate. We got Old Green, and we got the 250. So if you've been following the channel, you know that we went and test drove a 2017 F450, and that is a lot bigger than what I'm used to. But I wanted to test drive that used F450 because I'm really interested in building an F450, and there's really not a lot of those available in the area right now unless I go real far. So I drove the used one just to get a feel for how the size would be. The thing about the 450 is it is an 8-foot bed and it is a crew cab, and you lose a little bit of maneuverability with that, but you gain it back because of the wide track front end. And now thinking about trucks and everything and what to really get, when my F-150 is up in August, it's really a tough decision. I definitely want to get a Super Duty. It is kind of an issue to have one plow truck, and it's pretty maxed out with the amount of work that we have. And if it breaks down, I'm in big trouble. Now I've made it. It's pretty much the end of the season. We're getting like 50-degree days every day. I pretty much made it. But I'm one breakdown away from being totally out of luck. So the move really is to get into a heavy-duty truck instead of an F-150. And, I could get another one just sort of like this. But the issue that I'm having, man, is I'm like running into payload problems with salting. Just this 1 yard salt spreader. Oh, don't worry about that salt that's on the ground. Mother Nature will take care of it. I'll probably have to spread it out a little bit, and this is what I had to clean up out of the bed. I got it pretty clean, but this is about how much salt got dropped in the bed. If you've been watching the channel, you probably saw that. But even with the 1 yard salt spreader, I'm running into payload problems. I mean, 1 yard of salt's about 2,200 pounds. But then when it's wet, like if it's real fine and wet, who knows how heavy that stuff is. I mean, this truck, it handles it with the power and everything, but the suspension, man, you're pulling down the rear, it's a lot of weight. So even with just a 1 yard spreader, I'm overweight easily. If I fill up the spreader and I got the plow in the truck, I'm overweight. And it's kind of hard to get a truck with enough payload legitimately for salting. Now the reality is most guys, they run around a little bit overweight, especially if they're getting 2 yards of salt. 2 yards of salt is 4,500 pounds easy. And then you got a 2 yard salt spreader can weigh 600 pounds, could weigh 400 pounds. You got to add that into the equation. Then you put a plow on a truck. Now you're talking a lot of weight. I'm looking at the F450 because it gives you the wide front end, which gives you the maneuverability. It gives you the payload. It gives you all the handling capacity for snow plowing that I could ever want. But at the end of the day, too, it is probably the coolest truck that you can get. It's totally insane to really even be thinking about getting the F450 when you think about the reality is, even though being a Ford employee, there is no discounts on F450, and there's very few vehicles that don't have discounts. The F450, the Ford Mustang with the Cobra package, the highest level Mustang, and the Ford Raptor are the only vehicles that don't get the employee discount. And it kind of goes to show what kind of vehicle the F450 is. It's a real high level, high performance vehicle, and it's one of those things. It's hard to find, it's hard to get. And even though it costs more up front with no discounts, the resale on the 450 is just phenomenal, especially for me. I'm not really going to tune it. I'm not going to delete it. I'm not going to do anything to it. And I'm going to work it hard, but I'm not going to put a ton of miles. I'm going to use it. I'm going to burn a lot of fuel. I'm going to do a lot of work, but it's not going to get a ton of miles. My trucks usually don't get a lot of miles, but I'm going to use the full capacity of the payload and everything. The towing, I'm going to get some heavy, even to use the full capacity, you need a CDL. You need a CDL to get the full capacity of towing. But I'm going to get up there. Like, I want to get a big dump trailer, and F-150 just can't carry the dump trailer. I mean, it could barely haul an empty dump trailer, and that's just not going to do it. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm kind of thinking about keeping this for the crew, for the work, and getting the F-450 low trim level, nothing crazy. We test drove a Platinum, and I'm going to be honest, the Platinum did feel different even than a Lariat. The leather's way better than a Lariat. The comfort's better. The power deployable running boards were better, but I don't need a Platinum. It's just too much. If in the business that I'm in, I really don't feel like I should have a Platinum for a personal truck, just because when you're going to clients and you're selling, whatever projects that we're selling, whether it be, light landscaping or mowing, I really don't need to be pulling up in $100,000 truck trying to sell little stuff. I don't feel like that. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just being a little bit paranoid or whatever, but how is it pulling up to a guy's house with a $100,000 truck trying to sell him something? It's not, to me, it seems like it might work against you in some situations, but maybe I'm wrong, but an XLT silver F450 with the wide track front end, with all the payload abilities, the fuel economy is not terrible on those trucks. It's got 430 gears, and that's another thing. Like, all the things that I really want to get into 430 gears again. Why do I like 430 gears? The main reason is when you're in four-wheel drive with 430 gears, and you're turning and you're going through, your snow plowing and everything, those gears and that much torque multiplication to the wheels makes it way easier to overcome the torque steer that you get in the steering wheel. Like, the steering wheel wants to jerk, and a lot of that is smoothed out by having 430 gears. You feel it way less in the steering. It hops over dry pavement like it's nothing, and it's just a lot more comfort when you're plowing, less fatigue. With a 373 gear, you can really feel the front end just dragging along across the ground when you're plowing snow. It's not as nice as a 430. I think also having the longer wheelbase helps the four-wheel drive. It's less bound up on you compared to like a short wheelbase with a 373, which is good. A short wheelbase with a 373 is good for the fact that it's a short wheelbase and it's a little bit more maneuverable. But the wide track front end is going to help out with that maneuverability. It's still going to be a long truck, but with cameras and everything backing up and plowing, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Here's the camera on our truck, on our F250 right here. Not an issue. But yeah, I'm really thinking about doing it. It's a really high level truck, but it will be a lot of fun. And to be honest, a big part of it is the fun factor. Yes, I could get something a little bit smaller. I could get like a 350 with a payload package, then get up to, get another 1,000 pounds of payload, and that will get you, I could still easily go overweight with that, with that truck. And I really, like I say, I really wanted to drive one to see if the extra width made a huge difference. I don't think it will, considering our plow here is 8 feet wide anyway. So I'm used to carrying this plow around. So I'm used to carrying essentially a dually hanging off the front of the truck way out here. It's not going to be a big deal to carry, an 8 foot wide rear end when your mirrors essentially come out to be 8 feet wide anyway. So that's what I'm leaning to. And if I don't like it, I can sell it. There's no A plan involved. I can always just turn around and sell it. And like I said, nothing holds value like a truck, but nothing holds value like a 450. So, we'll see how it goes. It might be something that, I just get for a little while and I don't like it and sell, or I'm pretty sure I'm going to like it. And it's going to be good for the channel. I'm going to be honest. I mean, Old Green, I don't think Old Green's really right for the channel. Like, the videos, they don't really resonate that great, with the channel. So I'm gonna go ahead and sell it. It's old, it's got a lot of miles, and I don't want to mess around with it and don't put a ton of money in it and need more than I've already, done just for fun. We put a 2-inch lift on it, some tires and everything, and the reality is I'm not gonna recoup that money. I'm gonna go ahead and sell Old Green, and instead of having, this truck that, I felt like I needed it at the time, but now, now that we've made it, and we haven't been able to really use the truck because the guys haven't showed up, and I hired pretty much a new crew up, and we just ran everything in one truck. I thought it would be too much, but we got it done. We just loaded the truck up with people and ran through the accounts and got it all done. So next winter, I'm going to work on hiring up another guy. I put ads out for like $30 an hour. I got some applicants and everything, and, tried a couple people, but had some no-shows. But next year, I want to hit the ground running with a new plow driver who's somebody I can trust, who I pay well, and I'll have this truck running, and I'll plow with the other truck. And, plowing is one of those things that I really enjoy doing it, but it don't snow that much, which is an issue. But a lot of that stuff's already prepaid stuff, so it's not that big a deal. But yeah, I think I like these plows. Get another plow, put it on the 450, and I think a F450 would be great for the channel. Sell Old Green, throw the money down for an F450, and then once I do that, I'll still have my truck until August, till the lease is up. So that's the move. I'm working on making the move. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off this truck, the payments on this truck, so that I'll have a little bit more wiggle room, and then we'll go ahead and try and start the build. So anyway, I'm gonna keep everybody posted on this. Hopefully it all works out. But I'm really gonna set the goal to try to get into a brand new F450 custom built XLT with some features. It's really going to be something that hauls the family around as well as for work. And I don't work that much in a business, but I do some jobs here and there, and those little jobs that I do can definitely pay for the truck. I might go and plant bushes, remove bushes, or something like that, and that pays for the truck. It really isn't a big deal as far as the payment goes, just because the jobs essentially pay for it. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put the whole truck in the company name. I think when I got this truck, it was like the A plan, and then you couldn't get the company name with the A plan, and you had to work with different discounts, and I wanted to get the full discounts, so I didn't put it in the company name. But with the new 450, there ain't no discounts, so I might as well just put it in the company name, do everything like that, do it all the right way, and just be done with it. So that's where I'm at. Old Green's going up for sale. It is what it is. Got to move on. It's a cool truck. It's a good idea, but it doesn't fit the narrative, and it doesn't fit the company image that I want to portray. And don't get me wrong, guys. It grinds my gears to have a truck this nice for work. And it kind of, it sucks to turn over the keys of a beautiful Super Duty truck that I would personally drive every day if I could. Why not drive this? This would be great. I love driving this truck. And I turn over the keys to my guys, and things happen. But the reality of the situation is, too, like, I've scratched this thing up more than my guys. So I think I might have done this, and I might have done this little dent. So it does suck when someone scratches up your truck, but it ain't been too bad. It's in good shape, and it really helps like my image and my business image. We have like the nicest looking trucks on the road. Even though we only have one, we have the nicest looking trucks. So with the 450, I will go ahead and letter the whole truck. I'm going to letter this whole truck, and we'll have 2 matching trucks. Everything's the same color. Everything's the same look and feel. It'll be the new Iconic silver versus the ingot silver. But it's gonna be something that looks, appropriate. And even for like the first couple months of the 450, maybe I'll just go and park it in neighborhoods as just a showpiece, because it's gonna be such a nice looking truck, and I'll have a truck to drive anyway. I'll still have my 150 to the end of the year, so maybe I'll just park a truck in my neighborhoods where I have a ton of accounts and just show off, like I'm there working all day. I don't know. But anyway, guys, that's it for the video. Comment below, tell me what you think about these decisions and these moves. I think it's going to be good for the channel. I don't feel like the 3.5 EcoBoost has been that great. I mean, it's not better. The 2.7 EcoBoost is better for, the channel than the 3.5. But I think a 450 would be cool for the channel and be something that I can really be proud of. Go ahead and just, max out. I know I can max out the payloads on it, but I'll probably never max out the towing on it. But anyway, comment below and tell me what you guys think about the move. My name is Sean. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and hope to hear from you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.